what's happening? It's your dude, the merciless Reese L. Black. Welcome back to the booth. Today I actually wanted to go ahead and get a little deep as usual. I know it's like, don't I ever have anything pleasant to talk about? Yeah, I think I got a few things in the past that I probably spoke about that was somewhat pleasant. But I actually wanted to go ahead and pretty much get down deep into like a social standpoint, especially when it comes to the space of Black YouTube. Now, what I kind of wanted to discuss is who, I don't want to use the word qualified, but in this dating relationship space here, who should discuss more about this content? Who should always dish out most about this content? You know, people who are single or the people who are married, right? And as you guys know, I'm married. I will actually be married for 10 years as of June coming up this year, right? So I don't want to date the video, but yeah, that's when I'm going to be celebrating a decade of being married to one woman, right? And I kind of noticed that when it comes to the space of men holding women accountable, and you got women holding women accountable, and then you also got some women platforms out there. Platforms that are, content created by women out there who also hold men accountable, right? But the majority of us in the space are single. Some are in relationships here and there, and then you got people who have actually already experienced being in a relationship or been married. And then you have people like myself, Shumaki Way, Kev Higg, Mr. Lucario, and I believe Steve Dean Williams, who is currently married, right? But the thing is this, who is suitable to drop the gems when it comes to this dating relationship? So far, when I actually take a look at in the space, it almost seems as if, like, of course, you have the red pill community or the MGTOW community. Some are actually in relationships, right? But you have the majority who are single, right? Or single by circumstance, meaning they were probably divorced, and they pretty much dish out the blueprints on what to look out for and who to stay away from, but pretty much letting you know marriage is a waste of time. There's no incentive. There's no point in getting married because you'll get divorced and lose all your shit. So there's this fear of marriage that's pretty much instilled in the community on the men's side, which is pretty much bad, right? But then you have people like myself who's still married. And I'm gonna tell you this, there are a lot of ups and downs in any relationship, right? It don't matter how long you try to stay away from potentially getting into a committed relationship or potentially getting married. You're going to have ups and downs. And I know, especially when it comes to the red pill community, we have a lot of cats out there who are pretty much basically stating, stay in your masculine frame and yada, yada, yada. Make sure she gets with your program or whoop, whoop, whoop. But what a lot of you guys don't understand is when you have been in a relationship for so long, there's going to be some points where you kind of need another jump start. Once you find a skincare regimen that actually works and you stick to it, I'm telling you, you're going to end up getting the results that you've been looking for. Right here, you have the wash that I use daily, and I'll also have the scrub. So if you're interested in getting those same good results, please, in the description down below, make sure you hit the link. It's going to launch you to the T Channeling website, and I guarantee you'll have a good evening. That's why over here in the marriage community, which I don't even know that exists, and like YouTube, if there is one, let me know, But the thing is, sometimes there has to be a jump start, right? I know a lot of people got on Jada Pinkett Smith way back when she had a Red Table Talk show where she was talking about how dull sex has been with Will Smith. Yeah, it's kind of whack to throw that out there in public on the show, right? But they've been married for, I believe, like over 20 years now, right? And I'm gonna tell you something, it's tough. It's tough to like try to get back in dating mode. Let's be real with this right here. And fellas, for the ones out there that be talking about like these women aren't marriage material these days and yada, yada, I'm gonna tell you this. Ask yourself, are you husband material? Do you have patience, tolerance? Because every day of your marriage is not gonna be all smiles and giggles. It's not. There's people who are sub to me right now who are either married in a committed relationship or divorced. Hell, some are probably even widowed. I don't know. But they'll even let you know there's going to be struggles. because that comfort kicks in. And I know we have content creators out there who will pretty much always tell you need to check your woman and yada, yada, yada. But what are you going to do when your woman gets tired of you, right? Yes, some of you guys will say, hey, I'll charge him to the game and I'll go find another one. But that was time invested that you put into your relationship. And sometimes you do have to take a look at yourself. Sometimes you have to look at yourself and be like, damn, am I a good example right now? As a man, you can't always just go through your relationship like I'm the man and I'm the king and you follow my lead, because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of y'all have positions at work where you have orders that come down from a manager or a boss, right? Sometimes that boss could get on your nerves. Sometimes that supervisor, that manager can piss you off, especially if you've done a good job and you get rewarded with more work, right? You feel like you want to quit, you want to leave, but you're incentivized to stay. You got bills to pay. Hell, you got to eat, right? If you got children, shit, they got to eat too. What are you going to do? Are you going to basically just be like, I'm leaving this place? But then you realize in the job market today, it's damn near a lottery. Everybody is looking for something, right? Just like when you're in like a relationship today, the shit gets hard because you get comfortable. You might have a woman that, I don't want to say needy, I don't want to use that word, but there just may be a period where she needs to feel like a lady. What does that mean? Meaning you're gonna have to cater to her. That's right, may have to rub them feet once in a while, and I'm very guilty of that shit because my wife gets on my ass because I don't rub her feet, especially when it's sore, and I know I should be doing that shit. I'm not perfect, I'm not the perfect husband, perfect guy. That is my flaw, because I feel that massaging feet is work, and I told my wife that. But then it's like, you know what? Let me shake my shit up. It's a recharge. I can't even remember. I was probably rubbing her feet when we were dating and shit. I can't remember right now. I can't, because, we've been together so long, but that comfort sets in. And when your woman gets tired of you, what are you going to do? Most of us are going to get defensive. Most of us are going to argue with her. What the fuck you mean? You sick of me. You tired of me. I irritate you and shit like that. Well, yeah, bro. When was the last time you made her feel like a lady? Meaning, when was the last time you treated your woman? You treated your wife? See, the thing is, a lot of men out there listen to a lot of red pill and MGTOW content, although they're in relationships, and they try to utilize some of these points, these steps, these lifestyles in the relationship, and it's not working because you were never like that when you first met your boo, right? And so now you try to say like, damn, I am the prize, and your woman will look at you like, what the fuck you mean you the prize? And the thing is, you've never spoke like that before. If it's anything, you probably treated her like the prize. A lot of us, I don't want to say is guilty, but a lot of us have spoiled our women, whether it was on dates, whether it was our girlfriend, or whether it's our wife. We treated her like it was a prize. We treated her like it was dope to give her prizes, right? Whether it was flowers, whether it's a date night at like a 5-star restaurant, or even a trip because you just want to be with your boo. It's quality time, right? And then, hey, in return, yeah, you get the cookie, you get the good, you get the sex. We all love that and everything. But going back to my point, being a married man, right? Should I be speaking on certain topics like this? I will get crucified if I talk about how to approach women, how to get that game popping, self-improvement, men-improvement, what I like to call it, right? But a lot of single men out there will be like, well, bro, you don't even know what the dating market is like now anymore because you've been married for so long. And the thing is, I only got married in 2013, right? And I get it. Even when cats want to talk about they're done with, the elephant in the room, they're done dating black women, right? And I get it, because when it comes to black dating while black, the lottery is larger because it's harder to find a suitable male or female, because a lot of us think that we are like so dope and shit that we got to deal with, we must be with somebody who is flawless. And let's just admit that shit. That's how it is. Both sides, men and women, both come off entitled now. They do. modern men, modern women, traditional men, traditional women. There's going to be some entitlement because we dealt with a lot of bullshit in the past, right? It's almost as if like we practice divorce while dating instead of practicing being in like a solid committed relationship and showing the other person that, yeah, we are suitable, but we get so defensive because of what happened with the last person or the last people, right? But us married men, we had to go through the trenches to end up settling down with someone that we actually want to grow old with. This is what we're here for, right? And some of you guys out there are having a hard time finding it, especially if you're dating while black, because when you're dating while black, the numbers are larger. You know, it's just a little bit more difficult because y'all feel that it's harder to find a suitable man that's not on the bullshit or a suitable woman that's not all, you know, masculine acting, right? I get it. But still, when it comes to commitment, when it comes to even love, when it comes just to family, economics, when it comes to patience, stress, even mental health in a relationship or marriage, when it comes to communication and shit like that, we're kind of the people that you would like to listen to. Like, damn, nigga, you've been married for almost 10 years and you got kids and you're making content, shit, and you personally, you making music. Where do you find the time? Does your wife get on your ass? Oh yeah, my wife gets on my ass, especially when it comes to time or whatever. Hell, get on my ass about the type of content I make, and we'll even get on my ass about the type of music I make. Yeah, you know. But the thing is, you just stay on that road and you make it work. You just make it work. And I get a lot of you guys out there don't really want to make it work with, of course, black women because you feel like there is no making it work with black women. They're too entitled. The modern black woman in Western society is too masculine, too entitled, too delusional now. Hell, some of y'all even said they all fat and out of shape and shit, right? And then you have us who have been dating to get married. We've been there and done that until we've just made adjustments. So I wouldn't say rule us out. I mean, a lot of you guys were listening to Kevin Samuels' content and he was divorced twice, but he was still dropping gems, right? You have, you know, Ron, you know, my man, Rom Hills. Shout out to Uncle Rom. He still makes content even for the ladies to get gamed up. You know, shout out to his Hello Ladies channel. Some of you guys need to go ahead and like holler at that. Kev Hick, who's coaches women to pretty much, you know, game them up on how to date healthy. Same with my man, Coach Weave. Everybody in this space, and he's married with children. So that's another good individual y'all should be listening to when it comes to like patience in the mind of dating. But don't get on the married content creators when it comes to dating and relationships. They made it to the championship, right? And we're still holding on for dear life every day with our family and our partner or our loved one or our spouse. But anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and throw that vid out there, and y'all know how I do. I'm out this piece. Good evening, Mr. Black.